petrified, opalized petrified wood. It's really nice material. Fortunately, it has lots of freeze cracks in it. But we will try to see if we can get a nice point out of it. I got a couple of pieces, so if I break one, I can start on the other one for you. So. Apparently where this comes from, there's a massive tree that was crushed under the glacier as the glacier was rolling in and out, and so these flakes are laying around everywhere. So I got this from the fella that has the claim, so I will try to see how it'll work. I've had some success with this stuff before. Hopefully we will have some success with it again. So first off, I'm going to braid the edges. You got to try to get it thin, and then once we get it thinner, then we will start pressure flaking it, because this stuff likes to be pressure flaked. So I'm just moving the shoulder down so that I can take so that I can do this with the thinning strikes. And the flakes run. The flake ran, I hit it there, and the flake ran right to there. All right, so I want to move it. You can see this has got a crack right there. So hopefully I'll be able to just knock this piece off, and then we'll start working away at it. And I want to run right down that line. Now if we can get one to run this way, and then let's see if I can run one this way, and then we'll start working the point here. A crack in it right there, so that piece just came out. Well, took that ridge almost halfway down. So there's lots of people that hunt with the, oh, there you go. That piece broke. I'll save that piece. Maybe I can make a small drill out of it. Let's try this one. Thing with the opalized wood, you can see the lines in here. Those are sap lines, and they can either be really nice to work, or they can be really pain in the butt to work. You can see a piece right there. This one's all dried. So hopefully we'll remove that, and then we'll still have enough material to make a point out of it. There's a nice flake. And took part of that hard stuff off. See if we can zigzag this a little bit. There's another nice flake. this one. Came off right there. Try not to be too aggressive with my hits because this material is pretty fragile. You can see it's got a bulb of percussion here for when the glacier rolled it and broke it. And then you can see there's a, hopefully that crack doesn't go too deep. Okay, so I'm going to try to take this turtle back off by hitting it here. And hopefully it'll come, we're going to run a flake like that to there. And then if everything goes well, I'll be able to run a flake in here and it'll take off most of this dried stuff. Hinge it on me right there. So if there's something you guys want me to go over, whether it's like flaking or spalling or whatever, if you type it in the comments, then I'll go through it and hopefully I'll be able to answer your questions or make whatever you'd like. Almost took that whole piece off. That would have been nice if it would have. There, I took most of that. Oh, there's a crack right there though. So I took most of that piece off. There's all the dried stuff. I took that off. Now I gotta see if I can come in from the sides and how to thin it. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. More there. So I'm going to take that one and so I'm going to hit this low spot right here so you can see it, because that's, if you take a center line of the piece, anything that's below the center line you want to try to hit. There you go. I'm going to try the same thing here. This part's low in the center line. I'm going to try to hit it here. Oh, that one worked really good. I took that hump right out of it. So we get a couple from this side, and then we'll turn to strictly pressure flaking, and hopefully we'll get you a nice point. Okay, now go back to pressure flaking. So some people still use this style of point to hunt, stone points. I don't know how well it's coming into Canada here, but I mean, if you look into the hunting regs, the point has to be 7/8 of an inch at the base minimum, and then it has to weigh, I think it was 70 grains. This has got a really funky crack right across here, so I might lose this part of the point, which will suck, but it does happen. You win some, you lose some. So you'll see some people when they nap a certain way all the time. I'm more of an opportunistic napper, so if there's a place for me to take a flake or get a platform so I can take a good hit on it, that's what I'll do. So lots of times my flake scars don't line up like other people's do. Crush that shoulder. So I want to try to get a flake in. My center is a little bit higher right here. So when I'm pressure flaking, I'm pushing in and down, trying to run the flake. So that flake ran halfway across. And this piece right here, the pitch, I try to take that off because that'll cause us problems when we go to notch it. That'll break there. Always braid it up. You'll see me grab the little piece of a braiding wheel and yeah, I'm trying to be careful here. I got a couple of cracks that I really have to be concerned about. That's what I was worried about. We broke that thing right off the tip. And you can see this crack runs right to here. And then if you look, it continues on and does that big half moon. And then it becomes solid right here. There you go. Broke it. Let's see if I got another piece. A couple more pieces. This one here. Yeah, this one here looks like a couple of, just got to remove this big high spot, and then we could probably just start pressure flaking that one, get the twist out of it. See, this piece has got lots, it's got a high, but it's got lots of cracks in it that are starting. All right, so hopefully maybe we'll be able to spall it off and get a couple of Get a couple of spalls off it, maybe we make a couple of smaller points. Let's zigzag this thing up and try working on getting a nice point.